Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews. Let's go take a look and see what's in the fridge today. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Review today. Today's beer is Port City Porter. They're out of Alexandria, Virginia. The style of this beer is an American porter coming in at 7.50 ABV. So this is a little on the stronger side for a porter. I'm not used to having porters that are quite that high on alcohol. The beer is brewed year-round, so if you can get their beers in your area, you ought to be able to get this one. I've heard some I've heard some good and bad things. I heard they did good on the dark beer here and not so good on the pale ale and the IPAs. So I haven't had the IPAs or the pale yet. So we're going to start off with the porter and hopefully it's going to be good. The food pairings, cuisines, barbecue, the cheeses, the buttery brie, Gouda, sharp, brie, Swiss. The meat is beef, smoked meat, and grilled meat. The glassware is pint, Becker, Stein mug. You could use the oversized wine, tulip. I've got the Duvel glass. I like to use it for the stouts and the porters, the bigger porters. This is almost 8%, 7.5% for a porter, so it's pretty big beer for a porter. And the beers can be cellared for an extended period, being 7.5%. I mean, it'll keep for a while. So let's get the cap off of it and see what we got here. First time I've ever had their beers. And like I said, I didn't see the IPA or the pale. I've seen this and picked this up, but they may have it up there. So we may end up reviewing those for you guys. So let's see what we can generate here down the center. Now it doesn't pour too black out of the bottle. I was seeing a lot of red, ruby notes through the beer as it was pouring. Didn't seem to be like motor oil coming through the glass. And it's pretty dark in the glass though, but I am getting just a little bit of tinges of the light around the outside. So not your motor oil blackness, but it does look pretty black in the glass. I mean, if I hadn't seen it pouring out of the bottle and seen just a little bit of the rubbiness through the clearness, I would have thought that would have been a little darker than that, but it is pretty dark in the glass. So didn't pour hardly any head, and as you see what it is in the glass. Looks pretty good in the glass though. I mean, I drink a lot more stouts than I do porters. I don't know why that is, and I don't know if I could actually distinguish one from the other than maybe a heavier mouthfeel. And as far as ABV, with 7.5, it's almost to the stout as far as I'm concerned. So I'm rambling on. Flapping my gums. Let's get a nose on it. I'm getting roasted malt, coffee, maybe just a little bit of dark chocolate. Smells very pleasant. Smells very roasty, very roasty. Well, cheers guys. Let's see what it's about. Very enjoyable, yes. Roasted malt, chocolate. It's not a sweet chocolate. It's not. To me, it doesn't remind me of a milk chocolate. It's more of a bittersweet chocolate. Very nice mouthfeel. It doesn't feel really too watery to me. Probably one of the stronger porters that I've had, and probably one of the better porters that I've had. Not getting much of the alcohol notes at all on this. I mean, for 7.5, It drinks very well. It drinks very, very well. You could get in trouble with this one. You could probably drink 2 of these and really get shit-faced. It's leaving a nice coating on the glass there, so I'm impressed with this. For a Virginia beer, they're doing a pretty good job here to me. Now, like I said, I've heard some bad things. They're not bad. I've heard some disappointing reviews, or seen some disappointing reviews for the IPA and the pale that they do. But this is pretty pleasant. So, without flapping my gums anymore, it's right out of the fridge. It's 40 degrees. This looks like a good one. It's probably going to get a good grade, guys. So, I'm going to sip on it and be right back, and we'll do the final chug and grade. But I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Stick around. We'll be right back. Alright, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Got just a little bit left in the glass here. I've been sipping on this probably about 25-30 minutes or so. So, it's warmed up right nice. It's probably pretty close to room temperature, if it's not room temperature. Very nice beer. I mean, for a beer that's made here in Virginia, first time I've ever had this beer. So that surprises me too. It must not have a very big distributor or distribution area for this beer. So I'm gonna check on the IPA and the pale, but I hope it's just as good as this. But I don't think it's going to be. So there's a lot. Duck Rabbit out of North Carolina. It's known for they're a dark beer specialist. So a lot of beer companies, especially the smaller ones, have a niche beer that they do, and it's pretty good. And they try to expand, and sometimes it's not quite so good. So I'm rambling again, flapping my gums. Final chug, guys. That's a very nice beer. It has got it's very roasty. A lot of roasted malt in there. Bittersweet chocolate, coffee. The hop to malt ratio on this beer is pretty good. I like when it's balanced like this one is, and this is a good balanced beer. Like I said, this is the strongest porter that I've had, 7.5%. Pretty stout porter, if you get my drift there. So, guys, I'm gonna give it an 8. The only thing I can say, a lot of these beers, and I don't know why, they don't have the dates on the bottles or anything printed anywhere where you know how old it is, and a lot of times it's not as critical. Like I keep harping. This is a porter and a stouts, and this is like 7.5%, so it's going to keep, but still, I mean, come on, man, give us a date. How y'all get away with that? I don't understand. Rate Beer has an 85 overall and a 73 in the style, and Beer Advocate has it as an A-. So, yeah, I agree with that. It's an A- beer. I'd probably give it a solid A if it had a date on it. So that's how serious I am about this, guys. I mean, I'm gonna knock you down a full thing there if you don't have a date on it. Even though you're a porter or a stout, and it should be, if it's an A beer, it's an A beer. But come on, I might want to cellar a beer like this, and if I don't know what year it was produced, I don't have any idea how long I can keep it. So gotta have a date, guys. I'm gonna keep harping on this till we get that. And it'll probably come to the point where I'll even stop buying the beers. If you don't have a date on them, I won't buy it. So I don't want it to come to that, because I'm not going to have it come to that yet. So there's just too many good ones out there for me to try. But I mean, I'm serious about this. We got to have a date on the bottle, guys. We need to know how old the beer is. It's your benefit and ours. So preaching again. Come on back tomorrow, guys. I try not to preach so much tomorrow. So see you then.